We expect the same to be followed by the India government in true letter and spirit and give special status for us. As people say, our parliament is a temple of democracy, and if words given in the parliament floor are not honored, the people's confidence on this institution will be on the wane. Sir, the Honorable Finance Minister presented his fourth budget for the financial year 17-18 with an outlay of 21.47 lakh crores against the revised estimates of 20.14 lakh crores. Sir, this is an increase of only a meager 6.6%, one of the lowest in recent times. If the growth rate in budget expenditure is going to come down to 6.6% against 12.3% of the previous year, how are we going to maintain the 7% growth is my question. And what is even more surprising is that the revenue receipts projected for 2017-18 are projected to grow only by 5.5% over the revised estimates of 2016-17. 5.5% is very low, sir, because the previous year, if you compare 2016-17 and 15-16, it grew by 19%. When revenue receipts are expected at 5.5%, how do you expect the economy to grow at 7% is my question. And should we attribute this to the demonetization which the government undertook recently, or should we attribute this to various other factors? The government or the Honorable Minister should give a clear indication, because nothing was mentioned in the budget as to why the revenue receipts have gone down so steeply. So the capital expenditure of the Union government for the 9-month period of the current fiscal, say from April to December 2016, fell to rupees 1,09,131 crores from 1,15,322 crores. If the capex expenditure is going to come down year on year, how is the GDP going to grow at 7% is my question. Sir, earlier the capex, the projected growth of 17% over revised estimates is the estimation for this current budget. We would like to know what will be the actual capex. And sir, another important issue is the budget expresses an aspiration to double the farmers' income. I would really like to understand how it's going to happen, sir, because if the farmers' income has to double in 5 years, it has to grow year on year 20%. Sir, if you see, after the India has come to power, the MSP for the farmers has been only average of 3%, whereas the inflation is at 5%. That means it's a negative growth of 2% year on year. The farmers are suffering very badly because of the unprecedented drought and various other floods, everything, sir. Throughout the country, the farmers are in great distress. The MSP, especially for wheat and paddy, has been only 3%. And if you see for cash crops like cotton, the MSP, the average MSP after the India has come to power is only 1%. Sir, how do you expect 20% growth with such low MSP? We demand the government to give the MSP at 10% plus the inflation. Even these figures are not going to be sufficient for a 20% growth for the farmers' income. Sir, I would like to bring to your notice that recently I have seen in the media that India government has announced a loan waiver for Uttar Pradesh. Sir, since the government has got substantial gains because of the fall in crude prices, the government is sitting on cash. I request the central government to consider a loan waiver for all the distressed farmers throughout the country, and we would appreciate it. And we also request to reconsider this MSP, because the MSP is very low, and if such is the case and it's going to continue, it's going to kill the farmers completely, sir. The target of rupee 10 lakh crores for agriculture credit for 2017-18 is not even 10% increase, because the fact that total outstanding loans on agriculture and allied sectors was only 9.11 lakh crores as on 25 November 2016. So the 10 lakh crores amount which the government has promised is not sufficient. And even if it comes to budget allocation for agriculture and allied activities, it is 58,663 crores as against 52,820 crores revised estimates for 2016-17. Sir, even this will not be helpful in increasing the income of the farmers to plus 20% levels, so that they're going to double their income in the coming 5 years. The government fixed a target of 2 lakh crores for Mudra Bank funding to unorganized sector. This is a welcome move. We appreciate the government, and government should take steps and see how banks actually perform in this. Sir, next to agriculture, manufacturing sector plays a very important role for our country. Unfortunately, despite laying so much emphasis on Make in India program, there has been a sharp fall in manufacturing sector. This is certainly not good news for us. The index of industrial production published every month by Central Statistical Organization for the all-important manufacturing sector was 183.5 for the month of May 2014. And the same has come down to 181.2 for the month of November 2016 with only intermittent changes in between. This means that virtually the graph has been flat for the past 2.5 years in spite of so much emphasis on Make in India. The government should rethink its strategy and work out ways to improve the manufacturing sector. Otherwise, we can't expect the economy to grow as the government is projecting. Sir, another worrying factor is the declining trend in gross fixed capital formation and job creation. As per CSO, gross fixed capital formation, a very important measure of investment trend in the economy at constant, 2011-12 prices, is estimated at 35.35 lakh crores in 2016-17 as against 35.41 lakh crores in 2015-16. This is registering a negative growth of -0.2%. And the data released by the government on 20th July 2016 shows textiles, leather, metals, automobiles, gems, jewelry, transport, information technology and the handloom sectors together created just 1,35,000 jobs, sir. This is very less, which is the lowest in the last 7 years. And even the rural wage growth was already zero even before the demonetization come. Sir, conclude. I would like to conclude, but just a thing, sir, I would like to tell. Sir, this is my personal opinion, sir. What is the purpose of government projecting that we are growing at 7%, and what is the purpose of saying that we are controlling the current deficit? When the farmers in our country are committing suicides, the government should act and help the farmers, sir. Where the farmers are happy, the government is happy. That's the principle we should understand. And, sir, I would like to say that there is only one more budget left for the government, and it's time for the government to make course corrections. Okay. Because especially Andhra Pradesh has been at the receiving end. We have seen how the Congress was at the receiving end for dividing our state. If the promises made on the floor of the House are not kept, the NDA for sure is going to be at the receiving end, sir. We request and plead with the government to help our state, sir. Thank you very much.